missing. How do you really make it so it's not going to like flop over? But these are beautifully done. Oh my gosh.
Some of these are designed on the computer.
Okay.
And then I print it up and then in multiple layers. And
multiple layers, yeah. Yep.
And then others are just straight paper.
What now? This is really remarkable.
That's done on the computer.
It is.
Yeah.
But it's got so much volume to it. How is that? Several layers?
Yeah, it's several different layers.
Wow.
I print several copies and then start cutting them out and shaping them and piling them on top of each other.
Cool. Oh, look at the cactus. Love that.
And that's
so subtle, you know?
Yeah, and that one I just did from a photograph that I had.
Wow.
In fact, that's how I got started with the digital stuff was I started using my photographs. And then I went from that to digital art. I had done paper sculpture a number of years before. And then I started combining the paper sculpture and the digital art and the photography.
Good for you. You brought it together. That's nice.
So,
something original. I love that one too because it's almost like a landscape.
And that's just
it evokes
paper.
a landscape.
Yeah,
that's gorgeous.
That one's just paper.
That's gorgeous. Oh, look at them. This is like exploding.
Yeah,
wow.
That one's like 5 layers.
That was
think.
work. That was work. I'm sure.
Yeah, that one took me a while.
Oh gosh. So with something like that, does you print multiple copies and things like that? Do you have an idea in your head already, or?
I usually have an idea in my head. Now sometimes it gets revised as I go along, but that happens with everything.
Yeah, yeah. And then this has a different quality to it, just because of the. I don't know. It almost seems painterly in a way.
Yeah, that it was done on the computer.
Wow.
But it's a different type of filter, and it gave that effect. And then I just started cutting it out.
Terrific, and it lent itself to it. To me, you know, it looks like a tree branch, you know, with the multicolored leaves and things, and that's beautiful. Oh wow, Elva, right?
Yes.
Have you ever done something? I mean, this is pretty large scale. Do you ever get bigger, or is it hard to get bigger?
That's the largest I've done.
Yeah.
And I have plans to make a companion piece to that one.
Okay.
But I'm starting to try to do bigger stuff.
Yeah.
But not too much.
Not that you need to, but it's just a question.
It's just something to see if I can do it. Yeah.
Would you say, I mean, then you have mechanical issues too of permanence and keeping it upright. The architecture, you know, it's got to be a bigger scale. So I imagine that's a challenge in a way.
It is.
Yeah.
Now, most of my work is, you know, the sizes you see here. But and when you get to the computer stuff, you're kind of limited to what you can print.
That's true.
Unless you're willing to take the time to piece it together, which I have done on some pieces.
Yeah. Okay.
But it's a pain.
Yeah. Oh wow. Well, but it's part of the process.
It's a part of the process.
Yeah, and only you can do it. I'm looking like going back. This is lovely, you know, just the subtlety of the flower itself, and then it looks like that, and well, maybe they're all. I didn't notice you painted your ground. You've painted it. Yeah.
Yeah, I do a lot of painting of the background because. It adds painting, texturing, it adds interest.
Have you ever, like as a watercolorist, I'm involved in that Southwest, you may not know it, it's SWA, it's, I forgot, Society of Watercolor Artists. And, but beyond that, I've been in many, many shows over the years, and my weavings, however, are unacceptable. They consider them collage, and a lot of, like even SWA, my own place now, I do not have it. I don't show them there because they're not. They only want something flat on paper. And I don't know. Have you exhibited ever? And have you found a place? I think there's a. I just read.
Arlington Visual Arts Association. Their juried show takes just about anything.
Oh, good for them.
It's an all-media show, and it really is an all-media show.
Okay, and it is jury, because
it is.
So have you had things in that then?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's good to hear. I did read something recently, and I haven't yet followed through. There's a National Collage Society.
Yeah, I've read about that.
Yeah, you too. Yeah, I mean that's far distant, whereas Arlington at least is in the neighborhood.
Yeah, it's in the neighborhood. So
and I too. I mean, SWA. Much as I like them, I think they're very old-fashioned, and that they don't. They basically eliminate experimental art, and you're an experimentalist.
Yeah. I have to read the prospectus on any show I enter very carefully.
Yeah. To see if they say no collage.
Yeah, well,
or what else do they say?
Nothing computer generated.
Oh, they do.
A lot of
that's
places don't want anything computer generated.
Okay.
Which rules out even though
I mean, look at how painterly these are. I mean, and of course you've painted the background.
Yeah, now
which is beautiful.
See, all these here are just straight paper. Oh. They are not computer generated.
Oh, okay.
Some of these are computer generated. Others are just straight paper.
So straight paper, theoretically, manipulated by the artist, certainly might be more eligible than anything with computer paper.
If anything else, it can be entered under mixed media.
There you go.
It's the catch-all thing.
Yeah.
Some of the computer-generated ones I've entered under mixed media.
Yeah.
Because they are.
They are.
They're computer art and paper sculpture.
You don't think of the computer at all when you see this, do you? I mean,
well, I do because
you were intimately. For me, I mean, I just see them as lovely works of art. I don't see anything there that tells me this was computer generated. I hope that's flattering.
That's good. That's good.
I mean, they're so painterly, so, unmechanical that, it doesn't strike me, although, obviously, if they were to go in there, if they get picky, they could probably feel the paper or something like that. They don't do that. I don't know if you ever follow something like, it's been a long time, the American Watercolor Society, which is sort of the ultimate, I'm not in that. I've never had anything in that show. The one in New York, they, about 8 years ago, it was in the last 10 years, their grand prize winner, I had actually, because someone I knew in Arizona had a beautiful painting in the show, and I lived until 4 years ago in New York. Oh. And I lived upstate, but I was down in New York City, and I went to the show, the only American Watercolor Society show I've been able to go to. And I went and I saw her painting. I took some pictures for her of where it was placed in it's kind of an old-fashioned house they have that they dress up with all these fabulous paintings. And I looked at what was the grand prize winner, and I thought, oh my God, I might as well kill myself. It was so perfect. It was very literal. It was like a cowboy. It was actually a cowboy or something like that. A face, and it was so perfect. This is watercolor. You couldn't see any brush marks. And I know I don't work that way. I'm too spontaneous. But I thought, oh my gosh. Then guess what happened? There was a big scandal about that painting.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I hope you don't mind. I don't want you to... they had been so naive. They had elevated to the grand prize winner a fake. It was a photograph. It was, and they never were able to go into the frame and behind the mat and check it. And they didn't even think of that. They just thought, this is gorgeous. And the reason it was discovered was the person who took the photograph has a website. And somehow or other, someone connected and say, look, this is your photograph. And that was it.